In less than a year, more than 10,500 migrants have arrived from the southern U.S. border. Texas Governor Greg Abbott bussed many of them here, arguing that his state was running out of resources. His move led places like New York, Chicago, and Washington, D.C. to scramble to find immediate shelter. Just this month, an additional 26 buses full of migrants arrived in Chicago. And in the last year, the city set up a total of 11 temporary shelters, but that has not been enough. Police stations all across the city took on the difficult role of not only fighting crime, but providing beds. Driving by the 20th Police District on North Lincoln Avenue, you would never know it. Entire lives are taking shape inside. If you stop and look, though, you'll see that pressed up against the glass windows are the few personal items a group of men and women now own. For the people you're about to meet, this is their new normal.
My name is John. I'm from Venezuela.
You're from Venezuela. Very good. John, or Juan, has been living here for over a month now. He's made friends and loves to keep them entertained.
Aquí convivimos todos como seres humanos. Aquí no peleamos por nada, aquí no se pierde nada. Aquí un ratico para acá, aquí en el cargador, aquí un ratico para acá, aquí en... Siempre con respeto.
A few pods down is Marbella. At 25, she crossed the border alone and is one of the only women sleeping on the district's lobby. One of the other women came with her husband and two little boys looking for a new set of toys. Each one of them has a story. John, for example, documented his border crossing on a social media platform. He made the journey to the U.S. shortly after his left leg was amputated in Venezuela. Right now, he's using a poorly fitting prosthesis to get by. Despite the challenge, he jumped on at least 7 trains, he says, to make it to the U.S. All he wants right now is a prosthetic leg that fits and a job.
Señorita, lo que usted me quiera poner a hacer, yo sé todo. Mira, yo sé electricidad, yo sé pintar, yo sé recoger cable. Si me enseña a manejar eso, lo aprendo. Si con una sola pierna crucé un Dariel, ¿tú crees que eso va a ser difícil para mí?
You'll hear a similar ask from Marbella. She goes out every day trying to find work, but without a work permit, nobody hires her. It's been hard, she says, especially without her 2 kids. They stayed behind in Venezuela, but send her audio messages every day. Mami, te amo, mi vida. After our cameras spent the morning with her, she broke down in tears, explaining how much she missed her children.
Yo no me los traje porque de verdad la travesía es muy fuerte. Mira, yo vi personas en la selva. A una muchacha se le desprendió el bebé de un canguro y se le mató.
Over the last month, she shared the story with her new friends at the 20th District. Together, they get through the days, relying on the generosity of Chicagoans who deliver food. Across the street, a treatment center has opened its doors, allowing them to shower. And together, they've kept life in order, but without a clear vision of what comes next.
No tengo quejas. De verdad me siento agradecida primeramente con Dios y con ellos, que por lo menos tengo un techo donde estar. And I want to show you how this has all played out over the last year. This all started, there you see it, on August 31st of last year. That's when the governor of Texas sent the first busload of migrants to Chicago. 5 months later, on January 30th, nearly 4,000 migrants had arrived in the Chicago area. At that point, city officials knew they would need additional funding, and the federal government sent just over $4 million to help. The mayor asked for at least $39 million, though. Without the necessary funding, Mayor Lightfoot on May 9th made an emergency declaration, and later that month, the city council approved $51 million in funding. By June 19th, the number of migrants had surged to more than 10,000, with nearly half that number still living in city-run shelters today. So with numbers like that, the city was forced to come up with a plan that continues to evolve even today. Mayor Brandon Johnson says he's focused on resettling asylum seekers to permanent homes. In fact, nearly 3,000 migrants have resettled using city or state case management services. The Johnson administration would also like to move away from contract staffing agencies running those shelters to community-based providers as a way to manage costs.
I've made it a part of my everyday focus to make sure that we are decompressing the police stations and that we are providing a pathway to sustainable existence and living in the city of Chicago.
And the mayor's office also has asked aldermen to continue to identify locations and programming in their wards that would help the new arrivals. Right now, more than 600 migrants are waiting to be placed in those city-run shelters.